following true Islam. Hope that answers the question. Yes, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. You have just mentioned one hadith which says that there will be 73 sects in Islam. This hadith doesn't mention any time, exactly at what time it will be, whether in the just after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or after 1 century, or a 10th century, or 20th century. It doesn't mention any time, or whether all 73 will be there at a time, or it will be spreaded over till Qiyamah. So my question is, how useful is this hadith to mention or to quote when it doesn't specify anything which is going to help anyway?
The brother has asked a question that this hadith, that there will be 73 sects, does not specify the time. Will it be together? Will it be in the 12th century or 13th century? I am saying the hadith says there will be. Surely it will be before Qiyamah. Now I am asking the question, even if it specifies, will it make a difference? If the hadith specified, suppose, for sake of argument, there will be 73 sects in the 12th century. Fine. It will continue. So for today, irrespective whether there are 72 sects, or 50 sects, or 30 sects, the Quran says don't make sects. So you should be more interested in following one which is on the straight path, that is Quran and Sunnah. I am not bothered whether there are 72 or 150. Suppose I tell you today there are 53 sects. Will it make a difference to you? So irrespective whether there are 2 sects today or 73 sects, 2 sects or 73 sects, your amal remains the same. You have to follow Quran and Sunnah. So what difference does it make? So the message is clear that there will be many sects. 73 is the number put by the Prophet. But even whether it is 50 or it is 30, your rules and guidance remain the same. It does not change. So for us, the message is clear that there will be many sects. You don't have to get involved in the sects. The one who is on the true path is the one who does not make sects. The sect which is on the true path is the one that does not make sects. Who says that? Quran says that. Surah An-Nam chapter 6 verse 159. So if you tell that the hadith doesn't carry weight, it is illogical. The hadith is sufficient. It is an evergreen hadith. Evergreen means it applied at the time of the Prophet. It will apply today. It will apply till Qiyamah. Because the logic is the same. If you would have mentioned the time, then it may have been time bound. Then somebody said, okay, Prophet said 12th century, now in 21st century it may not be there, it may be there. So the Prophet's hadith is, mashallah, he is much more intelligent than you and me. So what he has said is, alhamdulillah, perfect. It's an evergreen, it can be applied to all times. And irrespective of whether they live today, or tomorrow, or yesterday, the hadith is applicable. It's telling us to go back to Quran and Sunnah. Follow Allah and His Messenger and the 3 rightly guided generations. Hope that answers the question. Any sisters have any questions?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
This is in reference to the hadith where Prophet ﷺ said that on the day of Qiyamah, unhorned animal will take its revenge with the animal not having a horn, and then they will become dust. Now, do the animals have the concept of morality or something of oppression kind of? Do they have the choice?
Sister asked a very good question. That the animals, there are various hadith talking about this. Suppose one animal has wronged the other animal. On the day of judgment, that animal will be made to attack and then will go in the dust. Here we realize that relates to my earlier answer, which I gave, that we human beings are undergoing the test. These animals are already Muslims. They have submitted their will to God. But yet they have their rules and regulations. But as far as submitting the will to God, they have submitted. But while submitting the will to God, whatever little bit here and there which is allowed in their way of life, if they have wronged some other animal, that Hisab Kitab will be on day of judgment, and then both will become absolutely finished. There's no Jannah and Jahannam for them. It is for the human beings. For us, we are undergoing the test. For the animals, it's not there. That they are already Muslims. They are submitting will to God. So for them, they'll just pass the test. So that is the reason, if while passing the test, if they have made certain mistakes, like if they have unnecessarily harmed another animal, that animal will be able to harm him.